Subscribe, please.
Welcome back. It's your favorite Gimp with a Limp, and I am here with the exciting game that I've been looking forward to playing for you guys for a while. Blackstone Fortress, Warhammer Quest by Games Workshop. I am joined again by my guest host, Mongo, my twin brother that is helping me out with this playthrough. Last night we ran a few different kill team matches. We recorded those for you guys so you guys could see some of that, because the Blackstone Fortress characters can actually be used for kill team now, which is really cool. The fact that they've got their games interchangeable, and it gives you a little more incentive to get involved in some of their different games. Now we're going to get into Blackstone Fortress. I'm not going to get into all the history. If you're into Warhammer lore, there is some Warhammer lore involved that you can take and check out. It actually comes with a little backstory book, which is really cool. But the basic gist is it's a dungeon dive in the future realm, and you're going to pick 4 characters to take and go on your little dungeon dive. We've already picked out a couple of characters each. I have which has some numbers, 025, which is a combat robot here, and I have a effectively elven sniper, like Eldar. No, the Eldar are the elves. Effectively, yeah, elven sniper here, shadow guy. He has a cleric. What's his name? Pius. Tadius, and this is Pius. So he has a cleric that can do a little healing, and then a flamethrower guy that he's going to be using. We'll show you the stats on those here in just a second. But the basic gist of this game is you're going to perform a whole lot of expeditions, which you're going to be doing by drawing these exploration cards. We're going to take and start doing that here in just a sec. And they're either going to be a challenge card or a combat card. And if it is a combat card, you're going to take and build whatever map using these components that it shows, and then perform a normal combat with all the maps laid out. Each one of the characters does have a ship associated with them. That's what those ship cards there are located there in the very back. And I have to say, speaking of those little cards and all the other components, one thing when it comes to GW and the components they put out, they are very thick, very well put together. The cards are always nice. I gotta say, they charge a lot for their merchandise, but it is a good product. Outstanding, thick counters. You never have to worry about it being messed up. And it's been like that for a while. I have an older version of one of their games, Space Hulk, and it has nice, thick counters as well. Yes, I do have Space Hulk.
Take it with me.
Look at this. He's like, give me. He's all happy about it. Yeah, he's getting all excited. Yes, you're not shopping in my house there, Mongo. But that's the gist. Now you can take and stop an expedition, all right? While you're going through it, you can stop. You can go back to your spaceships. You can spend some of the archaeotech, which we'll explain when we get into it a little farther, to take and try to get more equipment or get your guys upgraded as you go on. But your guys can get killed off, and there are other heroes that can take and join in. But at that point, you're going to start drawing legacy cards, and legacy cards can take and add in even tougher enemies than you're fighting. And your ultimate goal is to find the vault. So it's kind of like Borderlands. You're trying to find the vault deep within the Blackstone Fortress. And to do that, you have to go through 4 separate, what do they call those? Guard rooms or something like that. I forget
like bosses.
Yeah. There's 4 boss rooms, and to do that, you have to get 4 clues per room. So you're going to go on expeditions finding the clues that you need to unlock one of those guard rooms, and then when you complete all 4 of the guard rooms, that's when you can go after the vault. So this game is actually very, very, very in-depth and very well thought out. I gotta say, I have enjoyed my time with it. It's a more of Games Workshop taking their product, their 40K IP, and putting some component of it into a box set to get a more generalized audience into it. They've been doing it with stuff like Speed Freaks. I'll put some captions here on the screen for you guys. Speed Freaks, Warhammer Quest, Shadow, Silver Tower, that's another one. They've got Warhammer Quest Hammer something, which is more of a DM and other players game. And then they have Blackstone Fortress. And I've actually showed you guys some other games that they have going on where they've had more Games Workshop merchandise that has been mixed in with the actual games themselves. I do like to see that. I'd like to see more box sets come out from GW. They do put out a good product. It is a little high cost, but what they do put out, it does seem to be worth it. So we're going to get started here with our game. Mongo, are you ready?
I'm ready.
He's over here playing on his phone, ignoring me as I'm running it. Okay, we're going to take and get started with our expedition, with our characters. I'm going to have Mongo take and go ahead and draw a card for us over there.
Is a challenge.
Okay, so we have a challenge. Now, like I said, you can either get a challenge or a combat card. The challenge here means that we're not going to be actually performing combat. So if it has a map on it, where you'll see like the tiles laid out and how they have to be set up, then you'll take and set that up and actually perform your combat. This just gives you some storyline aspect that you've taken into account. So let's see what we've had here. In leader order, each explorer takes 3 weapon actions. The first weapon action is treated as if the explorer were attacking a hostile visible to them. Hold on for a second. Visible to them that is not in cover and at a range of 3 hexes. The second is treated as if the explorer were attacking a hostile visible to them that is not in cover at range of 4 hexes. Third weapon action is treated as if the explorer were attacking a hostile visible to them that is not in cover at a range of 5 hexes. Add up the damage scored by each explorer. Any explorer that inflicts a total damage of 4 or more draws a discovery card. Okay, so basically a lot of these challenges involve getting discovery cards, which are the rewards that you're here for. It either gives you Archaeotech, which is basically money, or clues, which is what you need to take and get the vault opened up eventually. So we're going to take, and we'll start with Mongo here, and we're each going to take 3 combat actions and range dependent.
So start on Pius.
Pius right here, he has a choice of different combat actions that he can take, and on the left it lists down what different weapons they have that they can use, and then here on the right it shows the range and what dice you'll be rolling. Lay those dice out there for a sec for me, longer. The dice are specific for this game. You have your 6-sided, your 8-sided, and then your 12-sided dice. Obviously your 12-sided is going to be your most important, the best dice that you have, and then 6-sided actually only have 2 chances for success on them. 1 success and 1 critical success, which is what the 2 triangles are. A single triangle, like you see there, is just a single success. Now this die is a 20-sided die, just regular 20-sided die. It's called the Blackstone Fortress die, and more often than not you'll be rolling that to see if you get inspiration points and to see what the action for the enemy is actually going to be. We'll show you guys that in combat, but occasionally it doesn't come into play here in these challenges. Alright, so go ahead and take your combat action there. Pick what combat action you're going to do. You need to do it at a...
range of 3?
Yes, range of 3 hexes, not in cover.
And then I'm going to pick his Cleansing Flame.
3, 4, and then 5 hexes.
So I'm going to pick Cleansing Flame for the 2d12.
Alright.
2 wounds.
He got 1 critical success, which does do 2 wounds to the enemy.
What's the next one?
4 hexes. So it's 3, 4, and 5 hexes.
So 4, I can only do a d6 for nothing.
Alright, 1 more.
And then
Here, roll it right here.
I don't have a 5.
4 plus.
Oh, 4 plus. Okay, I gotcha. Nothing.
Alright,
So 2.
so he only got 2 wounds, so he actually does not succeed this challenge, so he's not going to be drawing a discovery card. Go ahead and pick something for...
So we'll do his.
Pius, or Dennis.
Does 1.
He's got 1. He's doing it again.
Nothing.
Nothing.
And then nothing. So
Okay.
he failed.
He fails. Now I'm going to do the same thing here
roll for them.
with my guy. Yeah, you can. 2 to 3, roll 1.
Got a double?
Got a double. Okay, and then
4.
roll the 8-sided twice. So we got 3, and get 1 more.
Nope.
Oh, you suck. And this one, you're going to have to do the 8-sided once and the 12-sided twice.
Nothing.
Alright, so roll a D.
We need 2 crits. Nothing.
Nothing.
And
Nothing.
nothing.
So we did not actually pass this challenge. So at this point, we'll just take and set this challenge out of the way. We unfortunately did not get any discovery cards from it. It's alright, it is what it is. Our guys are still right here on their little mag lift, ready to go. Go ahead and flip our next one.
Combat.
Alright, now we actually do have a combat. And when you get a combat, it's going to start off like this. You see there at the top, the little triangle looking piece with a red outline. That's the one that we start on, the one that is already here onto the board. And then we use this as a map to set up the rest of the combat. And you see where it says 1, 2, and 3. That's the points where enemies are going to spawn and the points where we can take and get some Archaeotech or discovery cards. So give us a second here. We're going to take and set up the combat map and we'll get right back at it. Alright guys, we're back and you guys can see we have taken this combat card and we've actually turned it into the map. We've got our guys set up here on the maglev elevator. They're right there ready to get into it. And these markers here, these are the discovery markers. We're going to take and draw an encounter card for each one of these. There's 3 in this specific map, and that's going to show us where the enemies are going to take and spawn. We're going to take and flush out and attack the enemies depending on initiative order, which you'll see here in a sec. And our goal is to get to one of these exit points, these portals, and we can take and call in another maglev, and that's how we're going to escape. Once we complete this, and actually after we complete any exploration card that we're drawing from over there, we can choose to end our expedition. If we get too torn up during a combat, we can choose to go back to the spaceships, rest, regroup, try to recover from some of our wounds and get back into it. But we're starting another expedition at that point, and we have to draw a Lexi card, which does make the game harder at that point. One other thing to keep in mind when it comes to combat is these dark white lines that are on the map actually represent cover. So if you have an enemy on one side of it shooting across, they have cover from the others. You'll see how it is. It operates on pretty much basic hex and counter war game cover rules. If they're adjacent or looking down the line, not going to have cover. You guys will see how that's going to work. Now we're going to take and draw an encounter card here for each one of the 3 different areas, and that's going to tell us what enemies are going to take and pop out. So let's take and draw a counter card for area 1, and it has 2 spindle drones. Mongo, I'm going to hand you the box if you would take and grab those out. We have all our guys painted up, ready to go right here. So 2 spindle drones in area 1, which is actually good because your guys can become what's called inspired, which allows you to flip their card over and they have better stats. The secret agenda for here is to take and kill a spindle drone with his bare hands, or his bare hand, should I say. So I really want to try and accomplish that. So they're going to take and be put there. There is a limit to the amount of enemies that can be put into a single hex. It's 3 for small, 2 for large, and 1 for huge, which there's only 1 huge enemy in the game. The main enemy, the main Malice. Alright, for number 2, 7 Trader Guardsmen are going to go right there.
Does it matter how I pick them?
Just randomly pick them. And when you take and have a bunch that are going to go in there, you'll fill the original hex, which is going to be the center one here, as much as possible, and then you'll just put the others surrounding the hex. So he's going to take and put 7 Trader Guardsmen in there. There we go.
But then they're going to try to be in cover.
Yeah, they'll try to be in cover. These guys actually do, the weapons that they're carrying matter when it comes to the game. You can see this guy's got a flamer, there's some las guns, there's guys with hand weapons and stuff like that, or pistols. What they're carrying is actually WYSIWYG when it comes to this game. What you see is what you get, and it comes into play when we're looking at their combat card. Alright, we're going to draw one more encounter card, see what we got for number 3, 5 Trader Guardsmen. So not too bad, we'll deal with that. Alright, so we got those out of the way. We'll pop these cards. This is actually where they're supposed to go to keep track of who got called in. Now the game turn itself is going to be determined by our initiative cards. You're going to shuffle these up. You're going to have one card for each one of your characters, and then one card for 1, 2, 3, 4, just depending on how many of those discovery points that you have to go to. So we don't have the fourth one. We simply have the 3. So the 3 discovery points are in here, and that's going to determine when each group of enemies is going to activate. So we're going to go ahead and draw this out and see what the order is when it comes to going. First is going to be which is outstanding. I want to go quickly. And second is going to be the sniper, shadow guy. Third is going to be pious. This is great. Hopefully the last one is nope. If it had been the cleric, that would have been great, but this is a problem. This is number 2. We do not want Thaddeus going last, number 3, which means Thaddeus is last. Okay, now there is something that you can do here when it comes to your initiative order. There's things called, I can't remember the name. Basically,
Covering fire.
Yeah, covering fire is when you switch with one of your own characters, and a gambit is when you switch with an enemy's initiative card. Right here, we probably really do want to switch Thaddeus with this initiative card. Try to switch him with the 1, so he's going first, and all of our guys will get to go before the enemies go, because otherwise he's going to be blocking it off. And this guy's kind of tanky. We came at this with the idea of is definitely a tank. This guy's kind of a healer, but he can take a little bit of damage and kind of keep going. But these two are squishy as hell, so you want to try to protect them. So you want to have your tanks kind of going first. So what do you think? Do you want to attempt to do a gambit?
Yeah.
Now, if you do a gambit, though, you're going to roll, I think it is your agility. Yeah, it's your agility trying to roll, and if you succeed, then you do it. Your agility for him...
On him, that's right. It's only a D6.
It's only a D6, so you would have to spend one of your action dice to do it.
No, we haven't rolled our action dice yet.
No, we're getting ready to roll our action dice. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. I'll show you guys how that's going to work. Unfortunately, you see, only gets 3 action dice. What you're going to do is roll your 4 dice or 3 dice if you have and then whatever you roll is what you get to use to take and spend to do actions during your turn. So I have a 3, 4, and 5 during my turn for that character. And let's roll for Shadow Guy. I've got, not a good roll. 2 3s and a 4. So that's my combat dice. See what Mongo gets over here. That's actually not too bad. 2, couple of 3s, and a 6. And you really want to get a 6 with Pius if you can. There it is. Because he has a special flamer ability that allows him
to 2.
I can't remember. That allows him to take and perform a severe attack using a 6. That's the way the combat's going to work in this game. Is certain actions, the one that are listed down onto your cards itself, are determined by the pip on the dice that you're using. Like you see his assault cannon says 1+, 4+, or 6+. And that's dependent on, these dice. And it basically allows you to do extra attacks. If you use a 1+, you're only using 1 attack. 4+, you get 2 attacks, and 6+, is it 6+ or 5? Yeah, 6+ is 3 attacks with the weapon. So you can spend a single dice to have more actions in a sense. So you want to take and be very intelligent in how you do it. Now, on top of the specific dice that we also have our Destiny dice, which Mongo's going to roll here real quick. Now, unfortunately, when it comes to Destiny dice, doubles, triples, stuff like that do not count. They go into the red box, and we don't get to use them. There is a character that takes and negates one of those. So, what's his name? Locarno would take and give us one of those 3s back, which would be great, but we don't have him with us, so we just get the individual. Whatever singles you roll are what you get, and any character at any time can take and use those Destiny dice. Now, we are set up for our combat. We are ready to go. Did you decide on whether or not you wanted to make an attempt with spending a die?
Doesn't he take damage if he fails?
Not for a gambit.
So what? Nothing happens?
You just lose one of your actions.
Oh, I lose one of my actions.
Yeah, because you have to spend one of your dice.
I'll risk it.
So spend your 2.
I'll spend my 2.
Come on, roll good.
No,
he missed. So his gambit failed. Now he's going to have one less action to do later. It's all right. It is what it is. Now, let's see. We've got more Trader Guardsmen coming from this direction. So I think I'm going to move out to take and block off these Trader Guardsmen from coming up, and I'll probably fire down into them as well. Let's see, if I'm coming along this way, that's going to cross that line. So they are going to count as cover. Cover essentially means that they're going to require a higher level to beat at that point. Instead of being able to just beat them with a normal attack, you're going to have to beat them with a critical success. Now, let's see. I'll tell you what. I will take and move him up using a single die. Put him right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Since I'm 4 hexes away, more than likely they're going to move up to try to get a closer attack. So instead of taking and spending these dice on attacks, I'm going to leave these as Overwatch. And what Overwatch does is you can reduce a die by 1 pip and then keep them for the enemy's turn for later in the initiative phase. So I'll be able to use these for extra attacks at that point when these guys have got closer to me. Now we're going to do the same thing with Shadow Guide here. She has the ability to Chameleon Cloak. I definitely want to use that, but unfortunately it's only a 4+ that allows it, so I did only get 1 dice that would allow me to do it. Where do I want to go with her? Let's say I could go after those guys with single shots, or I can come down here. Single shots, we need to really kind of pin them out. So I'll move up, and her movement is, you guys can see, a 3, whereas the robot's only a 1, but can be a 2 depending on what dice you use if he rushes. So I'm going to spend my 1 die to go 1, 2, move her here just next to her so her can protect her, and that's my 1 die down here, and then I'm going to spend my 4 to Chameleon Cloak. And what that does is that changes her defense to a higher level, so she's less likely to take a hit. Now, let me look real quick. I'm going to use my last 2 to take and make a ranged attack with my long rifle. I would have a better shot if they were 4s. I could do it as a aimed action, which would take and make it to where I fail, and a failed result for the weapon could be re-rolled, and that would ignore cover for him. So I'm not going to be able to ignore cover, but it does give me a chance to take and get him. So taking 2 shots.
You could use the Destiny knife.
To take, what, an aim shot? Let's see, is there a flamer over here? Someone that is dangerous? There is a flamer there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I could go after the flamer because that guy is crucial.
You'd spend the 5 to try to go after him.
Alright, well, let's take and do that. That's a good idea, Monger. We're going to take and use that 5 to take an aimed shot, which gives me the ability to roll my regular attack, but now it's ignoring cover, and I get to re-roll it if I fail. So my goal is to take out this flamer guy back here in the back. So let's fire real quick. And we got it. We got the critical success. Critical success will do 2 damage to him. So this guy is down. Each one of these guys has 2 health. So that takes care of him. And now I'll do my 2 regular attacks, and we will go after. We'll start. We've got a grenade guy right here. Let's go after him. First attack. Critical success, which will only do a single damage, unfortunately, against him because he is in cover. So we will fire again. Oh, it's a miss, unfortunately. So that takes care of my turn. I have spent all my dice. Now, I do get to roll the Blackstone die because I did 3 wounds. So if I get a 3 or under on a 20-sided die, I get an inspiration point. What is that? 10. So no dice. All right. Now we see that my first 2 guys are gone. Mongo's Pius is going his flame guy. So what are you doing?
I'm contemplating. So what I'm thinking is, since I've got 2 6s available between the Destiny and my regular dice, I could move 3, go 1, 2, 3, and then I'd be at range 3 on this hex, and I could literally cook this entire group.
Using the
The cleansing flame. So I'd be at range 3, and that would be 2d12 on each of these, and I could do it twice.
That would be sick. But he'd have to survive whoever survives the attack. You could spend the one guy to move him back afterwards.
I could move him back.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's use 1 to move 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to spend one of the Destiny 6s.
Alright.
Actually, hold on. I'm going to hold that 6. I'm going to spend one of my 6s. And I'm going to Cleansing Flame this hex. So it's 2d12 on each one of these.
Nice.
So any crits are auto... Actually, no, because they're in cover. No. That's right. Cleansing Flame ignores it.
Yeah, I think Cleansing Flame ignores cover.
Yeah, Torrent, ignore... Yeah, it ignores cover.
Alright, we'll just roll right here in the center. Alright. He's dead.
First one's dead.
Just set them off to the
Second
side.
one is wounded.
Can you wait? You get rerolls, right?
I don't think so.
No rerolls?
No rerolls.
Alright, roll again.
Third one is only wounded.
So you wounded each one of them. Ah!
That's alright. I'm going to spend
Use the other 6 to attack him again.
the other 6 to do the same thing. First guy is now dead. Second guy is dead.
Of course, that one guy. Alright, so he did 6 wounds worth of damage. Alright, you got a couple of dice left.
I
definitely want to get back into cover because you don't want to be... Because there are some guys that are easier to damage than others. This guy is much easier to damage.
I should back up and then go... I could use 1 to back up and then 1 to go into Overwatch.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. The defense here on his icon shows you he would only roll this if he got attacked. You don't want to have your weak guys up on your front lines.
So he's going to back up and then he's going to use the last one in Overwatch.
Okay, so we have taken care of...
And does he get an Inspire points? What is it, 6 or less? Because it's 2 wounds each?
Yep, 2 wounds each.
Nope.
10. No dice. So now we are going to activation of the first enemy groups, which is actually our 2 spindle drones. So if you'll grab the spindle drone...
Yeah, I got it right here.
Okay, he's got it. Flip it over to the back. And now the way spindle drones are going to work, or way enemies are going to work in general, is they have an AI chart, effectively. And you're going to roll the 20-sided die, and depending on whether they're away from the enemy, engaged with the enemy, close to them, etc., that's going to determine what they're going to do. So you want to take and roll that. Oh, there is one of these that has a... Yep. Basic enemy actions there in the bottom right for what's going on with those guys.
Okay, so first spindle drone is going to do a 1.
And he's going to be hidden.
So it's going to be a hold.
Alright, so that just means he stays.
He's going to stay right there. Second spindle drone is going to do a 16. 16 is advance. And move towards the closest explorer, then attack the closest explorer that is in range and visible to this hostile. So
that's it?
Yeah.
Alright, so he's going to go 1, 2, and now he's done. He's just moving towards the closest explorer. So we're good with him. Now we're going on to the second hostile group at number 2, which is this group over here. So if you want to take and roll off for them, I'll just point at specific ones and we'll just start with them, okay?
Okay.
So first one, the commander here, 17. Look on the back of the chart. What is that for?
17, he's in cover. It's going to be an onslaught.
Alright, onslaught.
It says attack the closest explorer that is in range of and visible to the hostile, then attack the closest explorer that is in range of and visible to the hostile.
So he's going to just attack twice?
Yeah, he's going to attack twice.
From where he's at, he doesn't move?
I'm assuming he would move.
Let me see. Onslaught?
Oh, I guess he wouldn't, though. Because otherwise it's a charge.
Yep.
So he's just going to shoot twice then.
So he's going to be shooting twice. He only has a pistol, so that's actually good. He's going to fire twice at with a 6-sided dice. So if you want to roll the 6-sided, I will be prepared to. I need the 12-sided for my defense roll.
He
Of
wounds.
course, you got hit, so blocks.
Says ignore.
Laughs
And then
and
he shoots
attacks again.
Nothing.
Okay, so the next one is this guy.
10.
Just look at the back of that.
And 10. He's in cover, is onslaught as well.
All right, so roll 2 attacks for him. He also has a pistol.
Nothing. Nothing.
All right. Third guy, grenade guy.
Got a 3. 3 in cover is aim.
So he takes a single shot, ignoring cover.
Attack the furthest explorer that is in range of and visible to the hostile. This attack ignores cover.
All right.
So, grenade at range, what is he, range 4?
Yeah, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Furthest is going to be Thaddeus.
Furthest that he can hit, right?
Yeah, but it's 4 plus.
No, that's right, because he could hit him. Alright, so
Is his grenade a D8?
it's a D8 on a 4 plus.
Okay.
Nothing.
He misses, so no defense roll anyway. Okay, we'll do this guy. We've got 2 pistols left
18.
and a last gun.
Do you want to finish what he did? So 18 in cover is onslaught.
So he's attacking twice.
Can he aim that far?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So he's
It's
shooting
4
her.
plus.
Isn't there ranges on those things?
Yeah, it shows it on the chart.
I know, but don't they end somewhere? Or is it just...
No, it just keeps going. There are some, like the flamer, that is limited, and it'll say instead, like, move up.
Okay, so it's a D6?
Yep.
D6 again. Nothing.
Laughs.
All right.
And next one?
He is doing a 5. 5 in cover is aim.
Alright, so he rolls once. Also with a D6. It would ignore cover, but isn't in cover anyway, so
Hits.
no big deal. So rolls his defense.
And
And laughs. I love that.
And then
Love
last guy.
Last guy.
14. And 14 in cover is onslaught, so he's going to shoot twice.
Alright, shoot twice.
With his last gun, so that's 2 D8s. So first and second. 2 crits.
Are you serious, dude?
That's
Get over here.
That's not good.
Laughs
That's the first one.
Nice.
And ooh,
Gets to reroll.
Does he automatically reroll?
Yes.
And he
I
takes.
take a wound.
No, you take a critical wound.
Is that a critical wound?
Yeah, it's a critical.
Alright. Well, I take a wound there. That's a grievous wound. So that is unfortunate. We do not want taking any serious damage during this because he is our tank. So we're gonna have to do some planning here.
It's pretty bad right now.
I had Overwatch. I put those 2 in Overwatch. Now I could respond to that, but I don't think those guys have to move up. They are too far out, aren't they? Let's see. Or should I take and respond to them? I tell you what, this is the more dangerous group. I'm going to take and respond to them with my Overwatch. I did have Overwatch. I should have taken and used these earlier, but I was focused on the attack. So we're going to take and just burn my 2 Overwatch attacks, which are just going to be 2 singles. So 2 D8 dice. That I will go after. Let's see. We'll put first one at grenade guy. Got him! Killed
He's
him.
in cover.
Yes, he is in cover, so that's not going to get it. And second one at grenade guy. So unfortunate. Okay, both of them missed. And the last is going to be number 3, group 3, which is going to be the last 2 traded guardsmen that are up there. Go ahead and take in.
First one
Roll for.
does an 11.
They are also in cover.
Onslaught, so he's going to take 2 shots. It's either going to be That's probably going to be...
They're both in the
Thaddeus.
same range.
Yeah, it's going to be Thaddeus.
Does he have line of sight?
Yeah, you can't see him.
He can't see him.
Actually, I don't think he can see you guys either.
Then they're hidden, and they're going to have to do something else.
So his
If it's hidden,
hidden is advance.
all right,
So he moves 2, so he'll 1, 2 to get closer.
and attack.
It just says advance for an 11.
Yeah, but look at advance.
Move towards the closest floor, then attack the closest floor in range invisible to that hostile.
Yeah, so he's going to go 1, 2, so he'll be able to shoot. He's not going to move there. Either one, he'd have a line of sight. But he'll attack this X. Again, we're going to go for because is defensive.
Well, because she's got her cloak on.
Yeah, she does have a cloak on too.
Nothing.
All right, he misses. Next guy.
For 1 in cover,
1 in hidden.
1 in hidden. Yep, hold. So he's
Okay.
going to stay there.
So that takes care of our enemy characters. Now we've got one last guy, Thaddeus, that gets to go. What are you doing with Thaddeus?
Kind of tempted to move towards. I wish you had a regular wound because I would clean that off.
Well, I'll tell you what, you might be able to. Let me use that Destiny dice to make a vitality roll.
But you can't heal grievous wounds with vitality.
Yes, I can.
He can?
Yeah, repair systems. He can turn 1 grievous wound into a regular wound.
Well, you can't do that because your activation phase is already passed.
I thought you could use Destiny dice at any time.
I don't know. I might want to check the rules on that one. What I could do, though, is move up and try to waste that Trader Guardsman with my little servo stubber. Because I'd have 3 shots on him. So I could move up and then, take 3 pot shots at him. And should theoretically kill him, and that would only leave 1 dude here. And put Thaddeus holding this corner.
Alright, go for it. But you still have 2 spindle drones to go, which I need to kill one of those with a power fist. So I
Do
can
you want me to leave this to see if you can make a roll? Or do you want to check that? Explorer cannot spend more than 2 Destiny dice in the same turn. But it doesn't say...
So you should be able to spend them any time.
I think so.
Okay. Well, let's just go with that for now.
I'm sure we'll get corrected in the things if we're wrong.
All right. I'm gonna spend that 1 Destiny dice left that's up there to make a vitality roll, hoping to turn that grievous wound into a regular wound. Come on, baby. Big money. And that's a success, but does that be critical? No, I need a critical success to turn it. So that did not work, unfortunately. We'll try it on the next turn.
Yeah, I'll try to save you on the next turn. So I'm going to spend my 3 to move up. 1, 2. Hold this corner. And then I'm going to spend my 3 over here. Again, to take a pot shot at this guy. So 2d8. And he takes a wound.
So 1 wound on that Trader Guardsman.
And I've got 1 more dice to use. I'm going to take another shot at him.
Let's
see if I can use
Come on, take him out.
Got him.
All right, you got it. 1 Trader Guardsman left.
And does he inspire? He does not.
All right, no inspiration token involved for that one. So we've just got 1 major group of Trader Guardsmen left that are over here that we did not do a whole lot of damage against, unfortunately. But we will go after them in the next round.
I did my job.
Yeah, you got a flamethrower. Makes it easier for you.
Okay, so let's shuffle those up.
All right. At this point, you're going to take and shuffle up your initiative cards. Hand these over to Mongo to shuffle. And they're going to be dealt back out, and it's going to redetermine the order that we're going in on this next turn. Now, again, remember, we're going for these discovery points, like that triangle with the 3, the 2, and the 1, trying to get those cards, because we need to get clues to take and continue on with our expedition, but we also want to get Archaeotech so we can take and continue on, keep upgrading our guys. Now, I am... Can you grab that dice for me? Put me off there, everybody. Alright, so we're going to take a roll for our characters real quick again. See what they get. 3 and a 4. For her, you guys see that I am losing a spot. I've got to take and make vitality rolls to take and try to get his stats back. And a 1, a 4, a 5, and a 4. I did not get the 6 that one, but I did get some aimed shots so I can start picking off people with our sniper over here. So we're going to do our initiative track. First is going to be sniper. That's going to be good. I can start picking off some real hard enemies. Next is hostile group 1. Next is going to be Next is going to be Thaddeus.
That's
good. Hostile group 3, Pius, and hostile group.
That couldn't have worked out any better for us.
That actually did work out pretty good. Do we need to switch anything? I don't even want to risk taking gambits. That switches, your guys with hostile groups. Hostile group 1 is our spindle drones down over here. They're still so far away we don't have to worry about those.
line of sight with them to switch, or is it?
No.
Right.
So we have to be in line of sight with our guys to make a switch with them. So we're good there. I think we're good with this order. Are you good?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so Shadow Bane.
Oh wait, in there at the end of the turn, we have to see there's a event table.
Oh yes, there is an event table. That's in your combat section. You've got the combat rules.
It's a 7. Changing conditions. Draw an encounter card. If the card has twist, it applies for the rest of the combat. If not, there's no effect.
But it has twist. This does not have twist.
All right, so nothing happens. All right, so no elevator yet.
No event. Well, we have to go to the elevators and spend an action to activate them at the portals.
Yeah, but the event table, they can show up on their own.
Oh, they can show up on there. Interesting. Okay, so my sniper's going to go first, and looking at her card, she can take some very good aimed long shots. She does better when she's shooting from a distance. I definitely want to take and get her to do that. She's already cloaked, and she has this neat ability to actually pass through objects. So if there's a spot on the board where you can't normally go through, she can phase through it. So that's really neat. But I think I'm going to take aim shots because I have 3 shots that are 4+, which effectively mean that I get to roll the 12-sided dice, ignoring cover, and I get to re-roll. So I'm going to do some hurt on these guys. We're going to take out some of these traitor guardsmen right here. Which one do we want to take out? We'll go after the leader.
Yeah, take out the leader.
And
we got 2 sergeants and 2 grenade guy.
all right, we'll start here. See if we can take him out. We want critical successes.
He's dead.
That's 1 dead. And spending a 4 to do that. Going to spend another 4 to do it again. We'll go after this guy. Another critical success. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Cooking them out. I've got 1 more shot to do. And we'll go after Grenade Guy just because I don't want... Well, he's only got 1 wound against him. I might be able to take him out otherwise. So we'll go after Lasgun Guy. He has the longest range right now. That's what I'm talking about. 3 cooked and done. Now, I do have a single 1 left, but unfortunately, I don't think I can spend it for much. I can't save the 1 because they do get reduced if you keep them in Overwatch by 1. So I'm just going to spend it to take a single regular shot. It would have to be a crit against this guy to kill him since he already has 1 wound. See if we can get him. Nope, of course I missed. All the others were crits, but that one wasn't. But that's all right. Hand me that Blackstone die, and I'll go ahead and...
We got to do our destiny dice.
We'll just go ahead and roll them real quick. That's bad. And it's a 15, so I do not get an inspiration point. So that is the completion of my turn. Now it's Spindle Drone.
So first one is 11.
They're still hidden.
Hidden 11 is Sneak. Make a move that ends as close as possible to explorer without entering a hex of visible enemy explorers.
So 1, 2, he's going to end there. Second one.
Next one, I'm going to do a 3. 3 hidden is Hold.
He's held twice. I like that.
That's
separating them
hanging
out.
out.
All right, now we're back to and is definitely going to be making some vitality rolls. I've got to try to get this guy prepared, so we're going to spend 1 to make a vitality roll. And what I'm looking for is a critical success to take care of that grievous wound that I have.
Nothing.
It was going to critical success and it hit the board. So I'm gonna
You want to
spend.
spend the Destiny die so you can still. I mean, you could shoot too, but.
Yeah, I'll spend that one Destiny die. The
It's
one.
the one?
Yeah.
Okay.
To attempt to do it, I need a critical success here.
Yeah.
Got it. That's what I'm talking about.
So
So
now that drops it to
now
a regular one, right?
I can spend that, and
And I can heal you.
I can take and. Do I want to shoot, or do I want to hold it, or do I want to move?
Shoot, try to blink one off.
Well, it is a 4+. So that means I get 2 shots, and at a range of 2 to 3, that's range of 4. So I get 2 shots with the 10-sided die or the 8-sided die. So we'll take and do that. Bam. First shot is going to be nothing.
How many shots do you get?
2.
Yeah.
And second shot.
Nothing.
Nothing. So unfortunately, he did not do well, but I did heal his grievous wound. He is repaired. This is the best tank in the game. This guy can take and come back from a lot of punishment. Now we're back to Thaddeus. Thaddeus is the cleric right over here. Thaddeus, whatever his name is. Go ahead and get cracking.
Alright, so I think. Can't see those 2 guys.
Oh, I didn't need to do my inspiration roll for her. Did I do that?
No, you failed. You rolled like a 14.
Okay.
I think. So, Thaddeus on a 6 can heal you, but I gotta move back 1 space. So I cost 2 dice there, and then I could move up and maybe plank him. So basically, I'm healing you and then not really doing anything else. Or I could move here and then heal you and then take 2 shots at them. And I might be able to take 2. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Right.
So I'm going to spend 1 to go 1, 2. I'm going to spend my 6 to heal everybody in my hex and adjacent to my hex.
Perfect.
So bringing her back up.
So that means is now good to go.
And then I'm going to spend a 3, Silver Stubber into the first group.
Nice.
Kills the first guy.
Black.
I'm going to spend the 4, fire again. Does not do anything, he's in cover.
Oh, damn.
And
And that was your last die, wasn't it?
it was, I don't know if I want to take another shot with the Destiny dice.
I was gonna say he's already got 1 wound. If you can put 1 plink into him,
So I'm going to spend the Destiny dice, take a shot, and
nothing.
yeah, because the cover blocks both of those, doesn't it?
Yeah. Damn. Oh well. We were trying to get this grenade guy, but he did not go. So we're done with Thaddeus. We're going to group 3, which is the single remaining.
Now we need to
Got
see
it.
if they. Oh, we didn't do whether or not the second group reinforced.
Do your inspiration roll.
Oh no, because it's not 2 then yet, and the spindle's not needed. Inspiration, I think I only did 2. Does that inspire? If
What'd
it's
you-
tied?
Yeah, equal to or under.
Oh, it gets an inspiration point.
Yeah. He actually got an inspiration point.
Yeah.
Now those things are awesome. You can use them to re-roll dice. You can use them to do a couple other things. But the big thing is when you get 3 inspiration points, you can take and flip your card over, and you have your upgraded stats, which is definitely a thing to go for.
Okay, so reinforcement roll for group number 3. We don't want to see a 1, 2, or 3. 11, no reinforcements.
Yeah, we did forget the reinforcement roll previously. We do apologize for that. But it's our first major game.
Well, it didn't matter
with,
because the spindle game. Spindle was the only one that's gone first, so it didn't affect me.
So nothing to worry about there.
All right, so
Now, pipes.
So no, what this guy's
Oh,
doing.
yeah.
So this guy's activation, he's going to do a 12.
You got it.
Under the book. So 12. I don't know. He's not visible, is he?
Look at the line of sight. Can you see all the way out there?
Don't think so.
Well, then say he's in.
Goes straight out. So 12 on hidden is advance. So he's going to move 2 and come at the enemy.
And attack.
Probably. Yep.
Alright, so he's going to make an attack with his pistol at a range of 4. So that's going to be a 6-sided dice.
So it's probably going to be Thaddeus, because Thaddeus is straight out and the clearest line of sight. Because your guys are in cover, my guy's not in cover, so he would choose him.
Then go for Thaddeus.
So the 6-sided die.
He
Does
does
a
it.
wound. Thaddeus' defense.
Is a 8-sided die.
He's good.
He blocks it. Thaddeus with the block, with the save.
With the minor tanking.
Now Pius is going. He's the next up, and you might as well take and try to.
I can't move
finish.
through you guys. I might as well move up and try to cook this guy over here on the
That's what
floor.
I'm thinking, because you can head for that piece of.
But I need you to come this way and kill the spindle burn.
That's what I'm going to do, because I definitely want to take and kill that thing. If I slay it with a power claw, then I get to upgrade and upgraded inspired is just going to be all kinds of nasty.
Alright,
so
so
we
I'm
really
gonna
want to do
move.
that.
I'm going to use this to move. Go 1, 2.
All right.
And, well, I can move 3, but I don't want to be right on him with that flamer. Actually, no, that's fine, because I've got an idea. So what I'm thinking is, so move 2, I can move 1 more. Take a move here, end him with the chain blade, and then use the Inferno to put these little Inferno things out.
To block off the spindle drum.
To let the spindle drum take hits as he's coming up. And
Right.
then...
And you can get yourself into cover, too. And go for that.
Okay.
the
Alright,
tech-
so I'm going to go ahead and move here.
Use your chain blade.
Yep, so then I'm going to use my chain blade on a 4+. And
He's thinking hard, man.
I know I am, right? So D12 on that guy does a wound. God bless, couldn't kill him.
No rerolls or anything?
Nope, no rerolls. Ah, damn, I wanted to kill him. I guess I have to do it again.
What's the Ripper that...
That's the
Oh,
chain
right.
blade.
What is that one? Use that.
That's at a range of 2 to 3.
Alright, well, just go ahead and see if you can finish him off, then.
So I'm going to spend another one to see if I can kill him. It does kill him. Couldn't get that the first time. And then I'm going to spend...
You're going to have to spend that just to place down the
Yeah.
flames.
Place an Inferno marker and up to 2 empty hexes that are visible to Pius and adjacent to each other. When an explorer or a hostile enters this, make a attack roll.
So he is placing these Inferno markers down, if he could pick them up. No, I'd go here and here, so he can't walk around.
Alright, so let's do that. So I'll have to come right
So
up.
basically, he's laid down fire traps, which will go away the next time that Pius activates. So it'll attack that spindle drone automatically when he goes through it.
I think it just stayed.
Last is
Oh
going
yeah,
to be
no, it removes it.
Group 2, if you want to take and roll off for him here real quick.
So first trigger guard's been great. Grenade dude. Gonna do a 2. So he's in cover. His aim. So he's gonna aim.
He's going to take 1 shot.
Oh, crap, that's a spindle drum. Sorry. 2 in cover is also aim. This is a grenade at a range of what, 3?
3
So he is going to take a shot.
with the 8-sided die.
Attack the furthest visible explorer that is in range. And it ignores cover. So furthest would be ore.
Alright, so you're attacking.
So at 4+ with a grenade. Nothing.
Okay, and this guy? What is he?
Does a 5. 5, and he is in cover. No, he's not in cover. So he's going to advance.
So you're going to take 2 steps and then attack.
So he's going to...
Okay, he's got a pistol. He'll fire onto Thaddeus.
So Thaddeus, pistol on Thaddeus from...
Range 2.
Range 2. Nothing.
Nothing, so nothing to worry about. Alright, that takes care of our last 2 guys. We're going to take and get going again here.
So event table. See what happens? So 3 on 1 to 3. Unfulfilled destiny. Do not make a destiny roll at the start of the next turn.
No!
So we get no destiny notes.
No! Okay, we're going to take and get going here with the next turn. We're almost burned out here. Ooh, not good. Urs going first. That's good. I like that. 1, 3. Pious. Shadow. And 2. And Thaddeus. Thaddeus always goes last. He is
Can
always
you?
go back.
Damn. It might be worth a gambit for me to switch.
Alright, gonna roll for my characters. We got a 2, 3, and a 4. And sniper. 1, double 3.
And we get no Destiny Dice this turn. Because the event table said screw you.
The event table did take away our Destiny Dice. We're getting very close to the end of this one. I want to take and push out really quick. Are you trying to gambit with 1, or are you going to...
Well, here's what I don't like, is the spindle drone is going to go, and that hostile group could potentially reinforce right in my face. So, are you going to come over here and kill that spindle drone?
Yeah. Like, Ur's heading that way.
So you're going to go 1, 2, 1,
Yeah.
2. Okay, alright, yeah, let's do it. So, let's activate, as long as he doesn't kill my dude.
Well, hopefully that flame will damage him. I haven't fought spindle drones before. They do a lot of damage.
We'll find out. Alright, so spindle drone number 1. That is a 9.
And he is definitely in range.
Would this
Close.
one close?
Yeah.
So close on a 9 is aim.
So they shoot
Attack the furthest explorer within range visible. The other north cover.
at a range of 2 to 3. It is only threat level 0, so it's just a gray die.
That's it?
Yeah.
Looked out on that one. Nothing.
No damage. And then roll for this guy, see what he's doing.
He is hidden, and 11. It's going to be sneak, so he's
He's just going to move up 2 hexes.
Uh,
Okay, now is our next on the initiative to go. And I really needed those Destiny dice because I had got to get going, but we'll take and burn a couple. We'll go 1, 2, 1, 2, but that's as close as I can get. I can't get any closer. I'm going to have to...
you have to try to shoot him.
I
you
can't.
gotta kill
I
him
need
with
to
your
kill
fist.
him with my fist. I need Destiny dice, so I'm going to have to wait one more turn.
Well, if you want, we can, instead of trying to go that exit, we can go this exit.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll go that exit. And Thaddeus can just do a holding pattern.
Yeah, we'll pick
I'm
this
debating
up
on whether I should just shoot at him once just to take and do a little damage.
They're
Because there'll be one left there in the back. So I'm
there
going
are 2 wounds. I would go ahead and take a shot at them.
I'm going to go ahead and fire. Spending my die, I get to do 2 attacks onto that spindle drone. Go ahead and see if we can do a little damage to him. Yeah.
And you kill him.
So he is.
Well, the other one will come up on the next turn.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. He can come up and I can do a faceful attack. So let's roll this. 6. Close, but no dice. Alright, next up is going to be Hostile Group 3, which
So
does not
let's see if
exist.
They reinforce. And they do not. So we're good. So
Which
Pious.
one? Pious is our next up to go.
So Pious, I'm going to spend 2 to move. 1, 2.
Oh, his flames go away at this point.
And then I have to spend a 4+ to search the zone. So I'll spend...
You have to spend a 4+ to search the zone?
I'm pretty sure. Alright, so we can't decide, but I'm pretty sure it's a 4+. Couldn't quite find it in the rules, so correct us in the comments if we're wrong. So I'm going to spend a 6 to search number 4. And pull number 3. And pull a discovery card. Archaeotech.
So he got Archaeotech with 3 points of value that he can use later on to take and help upgrade his guy.
Essentially, it's money.
So, yeah.
So
it's
then I'll
money.
spend a point to move here, and a point to call the mag load in.
Okay, grab that triple right there. So we are set to escape. All he's got to do is take and move on to it, and he is good to go. We just got to get the rest of our guys on there, but we do want to take and try to gain these 2 points to gain Archaeotech or clue cards. All right, Shadow's getting ready to go. I've only got enough for 1 aimed attack, unfortunately. So we'll do our aimed attack at Well, this guy's not going to be in cover because I'm aiming right down the line at him. So we'll do our aimed attack against the guy in the back.
See if you can take him out.
See if I can take him out.
He's done.
He's done. Black. And then I've got enough.
Hold on, we gotta see if they reinforce. We keep forgetting reinforcements. They do not. We're good.
Well, they haven't gone yet. 2 goes.
Oh, yeah. No kidding.
Yeah, you already rolled for them, though. I ain't risking that crap again. All right, so I've got some more shots left to go with. So we'll take another shot, and I'm just going to keep doing that onto this guy, see if we can take him out. First shot. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Black. Took them both out. Critical successes. Since they are done, I think... What's your move on Thaddeus? Thaddeus' move is a 2. Hers is a 3. So I'm going to take and go ahead and run up here to take and grab this, and then I'll run back to the maglev since I do have a faster run. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and then spend another move to get there. And I'll take and pick that up on the next turn and then bolt for the escape. So next up is 2, which he's already rolled for. They are dead. Thaddeus can conduct his turn really quickly.
So essentially I've got 8 movement worth because there's nothing else I can really do.
So yeah, you might as well just vote for the exit.
1, 2. Do you want me to take a shot at the guy?
No, I don't want you to inadvertently kill him. I gotta kill him on my hand because I gotta upgrade
1, 2. So I was there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Amazing. So Thaddeus is in there, ready to go. All right. Oh, I got to do my inspiration roll for Shadow.
Nope.
20. Definitely not inspired. She is the least of all not inspired. All right.
So event table.
Shuffle those.
12. Escape chamber. The leader replaces the portal. So this would allow us to pick the maglev there if it comes.
The maglev we've already called in, so we're good at that point.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do that. All right, we're ready for what's probably going to be the last turn here in this part of the expedition. First is going to be Thaddeus. Next is going to be 3. Next is going to be 1, so at least the spindle will go before Then 2, and then the rest of our guys, Pius, and Shadow. So, is going first every other time, but he is not now. Let's go ahead and run it.
So Thaddeus.
Go ahead and roll for your guys. Do the Destiny dice as well. And try to save me all those Destiny dice for cooking that spindle drone with all the fist attacks.
So lost 3s.
And we've got a 2, 4, and a 5. So it's not too bad.
War movement getting out of there.
Yeah. And
Or I could mess with you and go cook that spindle drone.
don't cook the spindle drone. I don't see him too often. I just want to take a kill the spindle drone. No one else is allowed to shoot at it, no matter how much it's killing you. All right, go ahead, Thaddeus. Thaddeus is just going to stand there.
Thaddeus is going to sit there and do nothing, so...
Thaddeus put everything into Overwatch.
Everything into Overwatch.
All right, I'm going to roll real quick for the reinforcement for 3. Nope. And 1 is the spindle drone. So if you want to roll off on that.
They do.
4, and he can see it.
Does not connect.
What's that?
Does not do anything.
For his action. That's what I thought you were doing.
Oh, I was doing reinforcement.
Okay, go ahead.
Alright, so for their action is a 6. No, 9. 9 on spindle drone can see. Will be aim.
Of course, he's going to aim from a distance. I need to get him closer.
So aim at 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to be just a pinky shot. So he does wound you.
Alright, let's take a roll on our defense.
And you ignore it.
Ignored it. Alright. So
the last group reinforcement.
Yep.
Is not that dice.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
I was like, what does that mean?
Alright, you got Pius, then then Shadow. So Pius,
Do you want me
move into the...
Do you want me to drop a couple Infernos?
Here, take this off. You don't have to roll for them anymore. You've already taken the discovery marker.
Do you want me to put some Inferno out in blocking for you?
I mean, you can if you want to, but I'm just going to run up on him and kill him. Because at this point, we're pretty well close to done.
All right. Well, just in case something tries to come up the back door, I'm gonna drop a couple this way,
And then run it.
and then he's gonna run in.
All right, so Pius is in there.
So I'm chilling.
Ur's getting to go. Let's see. Spend that two, and go 1, 2, 1 right there. Getting on top of him, and then I've got attacks.
So I'm trying to kill him in one, so that way you can get back in there.
I've got to use my power claw. I do get to roll 2 on this. Trying to kill this guy. Got him! And the good deal with that is that I get to flip over to inspired. So now he stays awesome sauce, and you see that he has a 2d6 point blank attack now with 2d12. That's what I meant. With his power claw, which makes him just a wrecking ball.
Now you had one more dice there, didn't you?
I spent 1.
You spent 2 and a 2, and then you attack. Now you have 1 dice left, so you need to
Go there,
and then those 2 will get you in the
in there. So with Shadow, we'll do 1 to pick up if you'll grab me a discovery card.
I really think that's a 4+. But
And it's Archaeotech. I can't remember ever reading that it was 4+. And then she can go 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. She just made it into the lift. We got it. We left 1 bit of Archaeotech there on the table, unfortunately, but that
was a pretty successful first expedition.
I gotta say, that one actually did go pretty well. We did have one area, and we just backed off of that one because the video was running a little longer. Otherwise, we probably would have run up and grabbed that one, but we did get out to the magnet.
So I say, let's not go back yet. We don't have to pause, and we'll keep chugging through.
Now, we could go back. We've done 2 of our exploration cards. We could go back to the boat and see what's going on. But considering we're in perfectly good condition, we're inspired, our tank is kicking butt, we're going to take and keep going with the expedition, and we're going to see what happens. You guys stay tuned and see what happens in part 2. Y'all take care. I'll catch you in the next one.